Our journey begins quietly, with a letter. One morning, Mario receives a message from Princess Peach. She writes of a distant island, a withered town by the sea, and a mysterious treasure said to lie beneath it. She asks Mario to meet her there, in a place called Rogueport. Not long after, Mario boards a small boat and travels across the open water. The waves rock gently, the sky stretches wide, and eventually wooden docks come into view. Rogueport. Mario steps onto the pier, and the adventure quietly begins. Just ahead, a brightly colored box marked with a simple letter. Sitting in a dory. That's a mission. A moment to pause to collect yourself before moving forward. Rogueport is not kind to newcomers. As Mario walks inland, he notices quickly that danger lingers everywhere. Even the water below the docks hides threats, unseen shapes that punish careless steps. Before Mario can explore much further, a disturbance catches his attention. A young Goomba girl, surrounded and harassed by rough-looking soldiers. Mario steps in, and the situation turns tense. This becomes his very first battle. With simple moves, jumps, and hammer strikes, the fight ends quickly. More enemies arrive, but in the confusion, Mario and the Goomba escape together. Her name is Goombella. She is clever, curious, and already searching for the same treasure. She joins Mario, offering her help and her knowledge. She can strike enemies, study them, and even comment on the world around them. Together, they head into Rogueport's main square. The plaza feels busy, uneasy, and filled with hidden stories. A gallows stands in the center, a reminder of the town's rough past. Nearby, shops line the walls. An item bazaar, where supplies can be bought and sold. An inn above a quiet cafe, where Mario can rest and recover. Inside, Toadsworth waits, worried for Princess Peach. Exploration reveals small secrets. Keys left behind. Hidden star pieces, tucked just out of sight behind buildings on rooftops, near crates and walls. Careful wandering is rewarded here. At the far edge of the square, Mario is stopped suddenly. A chef named Zesty has lost something important. She begs Mario not to move. But progress demands motion. With a single step, her lost contact lens is crushed. She blocks the western path in anger, demanding compensation. This problem will have to wait. Rogueport continues to reveal its rough edges. Coins are stolen in alleyways. Backstreets hide strange figures and darker personalities. More star pieces wait for those who look carefully, behind walls, behind crates, behind buildings that seem unimportant. Eventually, Mario and Goombella find a quiet house. Inside lives Professor Franklin, an old scholar deeply invested in Rogueport's legends. He explains the truth. The treasure beneath the town is sealed behind an ancient door, one that can only be opened with 7 crystal stars. All he needs is a magical map. The very map Princess Peach sent. Together, they head below the city. A warp pipe opens, leading into forgotten depths. Underground, paths split, save points appear, and strange figures offer guidance for a price. Enemies lurk here too. Goombas of different kinds, winged, armored, quick and fragile. Each teaches patience and awareness. Further in, Mario breaks open blocks, collecting items and discovering hidden pipes. One leads behind a massive yellow block where another star piece rests unseen. Enemies caught Spingier rush suddenly, fast and dangerous, forcing careful timing. At last, a locked chamber. Inside, a black chest waits. The voice within speaks at length. Ancient, mischievous, and powerful. Mario opens the chest and is cursed. Not harmed, but changed. He gains the ability to fold himself into a paper airplane, gliding across gaps, reaching new places. This new power leads him forward, across a deep chasm into a sacred chamber. The 1,000-year door. Massive, silent, waiting. When Mario steps onto the pedestal, light bursts forth. The first crystal star reveals its location. Mario gains a new power-sweet treat, a healing move fueled by star energy. The professor explains its use, along with badges and the power they unlock. One final test remains. A strange tentacle rises from the floor. A bloop emerges, attacking from above, then crashing down. With careful strikes and well-timed attacks, the creature is defeated. Platforms rise from the water. A final warp pipe appears. Mario steps inside. The prologue comes to a close. Ahead, Petal Meadows waits. The crystal stars are not just a rumor. They are the only way forward. And the map points toward a place that feels almost like a fairy tale. Green fields, a small village, a castle, and a dragon. Mario and Goombella rise from a warp pipe into the open air of Petal Meadows. A safe point waits nearby, quiet and patient, as if the world itself is telling you it's all right to slow down. Trees sway softly in the background, and with a careful shake something small tumbles down. Star piece, number 7. Another tree offers something simpler, a mushroom, a small comfort for the road. As Mario moves to the right, blocks along the path provide a few early supplies. And after crossing a quiet bridge, another block reveals a badge. Badge, close call. A small bit of luck, for moments when Mario is worn down and danger feels too close. Not far ahead, a pipe leads upwards to a heart Mario can't reach yet. So he returns to the path, collecting a few coins and exploring a stretch of grass that hides little secrets. Some tufts hold coins, and one larger patch hides a pipe, leading to distant rounded hills, quiet shapes on the horizon. Out there, a blue switch light marker waits to be struck, and when it is, a bridge forms across the gap. On the other side, another small reward. Star piece number 8. And nearby, a strange mystery item appears, unknown for now, but saved for later curiosity. Petalburg. A peaceful little village with an inn, a shop, and townsfolk who speak in worried tones. They talk about a dragon named Hooktail, and the way the castle looms over their lives like a shadow that never leaves. In a nearby bush, Mario finds a small leaf, useful, restoring a little energy. Item: Turkey. Mario meets the village elder, an old Koopa with a serious voice and a simple request. Peace, defeat Hooktail. But the way to the castle is sealed. To open it, Mario must first retrieve 2 stones, hidden in a small fortress beyond the village. Not long after, Mario receives a short message, a reminder from Professor Frankly to keep an eye on his mail. And with the elder's words still lingering, the gate out of town finally opens. The path to the fortress is dotted with enemies, Goombas, and Koopas who hide behind sturdy shells. They require patience, a careful approach, the right kind of strength. And in the grass along the way, another tiny secret waits. Star piece number 9. The fortress itself feels old, a little eerie, with stone halls and strange decorations. A skull-shaped ornament triggers an ambush, 2 hard-headed enemies that resist ordinary attacks. The answer is simple. Use the power of a strong item and let the shockwave do the work. Beyond that, more rooms, more small stashes, coins and shrubs, items tucked beside walls. An inn coupon is even hidden near a block, a little kindness in a place that doesn't feel kind at all. Item: inn coupon. Soon, a special healing block appears, a heart inside, but it asks for coins in exchange. A reminder that even comfort sometimes has a price. Then comes something stranger. A spiny, showy thwomp who turns the hallway into a quiz show. 5 questions, asked with theatrical confidence as if the fortress itself wants to test Mario's memory. And the answers are all tied to what Mario has already seen. Hidden in the fortress, sun and moon stones. A Sibot a few years by. A simple common dot of coins. The elder's name, Crew. The Crystal Star's location, Hooktail Castle. And the way back to Rogueport, a pipe, beneath the town. When the test is cleared, a new path opens. Down below, a badge waits in a block. One that can strike a whole row of enemies if the timing is gentle and steady. Badge, multi-bots. In nearby rooms, fuzzies swarm, tiny thieves of health, stealing life and using it as their own. And deeper still, one of the stones is found. Key item, Moonstone. But the fortress does not let it go quietly. A group of fuzzies rush in together, and the hallway becomes a small storm of bouncing shadows. On the other side of the underground, more rooms lead to the second stone. Key item, Sunstone. And this time, a gold fuzzy stands in the way. Hardier, more stubborn, and quick to call a whole crowd of helpers. The important thing is to outlast the noise and focus on the one that matters. With both stones in hand, Mario returns to Petalburg. The elder explains what the stones are for. A hidden way forward, a warp pipe sealed by an old mechanism. And just outside the village, Mario meets a Koopa named Koops. I want to be brave. Please let me come with you. He joins the party, nervous but determined. Koops can reach what Mario can't. Strike distant switches, grab faraway items, and deal with enemies that punish a jump. Not far away, that unreachable heart from earlier becomes possible. Once Koops can fetch it from a distance. And then Hooktail Castle appears in the distance, dark against the sky. 2 strange bushes sit nearby, each with a hollow that seems made to hold something. The Sunstone fits into one, the Moonstone into the other. And when both are placed, 2 switches appear, demanding perfect timing, both struck together. With Koops' help, Mario times it carefully, and the mechanism finally gives in. The warp pipe opens. Hooktail Castle. The air inside feels colder, and the halls feel too quiet, like the castle is listening. Near the entrance, a broken bridge hides a lower path, and tucked away beneath it, a useful badge can be retrieved. Badge, HP+. A spring launches Mario upward, to an upper floor where another paid hot block waits, and an airplane panel spans the moat. Mario folds into a paper plane and glides across the gap, back into the deeper parts of the castle. Inside, Koopas patrol the halls, some with wings, some stubbornly grounded. And within a block, another badge appears. Soon Koops finds something that feels personal. A skeleton die, and a note, hinting of Hooktail's weakness. A croaking creature, starting with F, ending with ROG. But touching the remains awakens the room. Dull bones flood in, trying to shove Mario out of the castle, a moving wall of skeletal bodies. Mario pushes through, and eventually a full fight begins. Further on, a Shine Sprite rests in a block, bright and rare, meant to strengthen companions later. Then comes a puzzle of colored blocks, blue and yellow shifting, a red switch set at the right moment, and a staircase that flips when the timing is correct. At the end of it, a castle key is claimed. And if Mario lingers, there are extra secrets hidden above, reachable only by riding the moving blocks at just the right time. Star piece. A save point appears again, and nearby a small prison area. A red switch briefly opens a cell, just long enough to slip inside and discover a hidden passage. Beyond the wall, a black key can be found. But the room becomes a trap. Spikes rise from floor and ceiling, and time suddenly matters. Mario escapes, returns to the strange black chest, and opens it. A second curse is given, not pain, but power. Mario can now flatten sideways, slipping through narrow bars like a thin sheet of paper. And behind one set of bars, a sound effect badge waits, a small thing that will matter more than it seems. With the new ability, Mario can now access a previously sealed key and open the way deeper into the castle. More switches, more gaps, some requiring Koops to strike what Mario can't reach. At one point, a gap seems impossible, until Mario notices a window, slightly open, inviting a quiet detour outside. Out there, another small secret rests. Star piece number 12. Back inside, an elevator block rises, and careful timing can even reveal a life mushroom along the way. In a later room, a thief with a heart-shaped tail appears, boasting and hinting that somewhere in the castle, a special badge exists, one that can help against the dragon. Several chests hold small supplies, and another shines bright. More keys, more locked doors, and another tall elevator block that rises toward the ceiling. Mario walks along a narrow ledge, slips through bars well flattened, and finds another hidden treasure at the far edge. Star piece number 13. Soon a badge is found that helps a companion endure when danger is close. At last, Mario reaches the roof. The wind is open, the stone is old, and enemies still wander, but nothing here is as frightening as what waits at the top. A safe point rests near a large door. A heart block offers one last chance to prepare. And then Mario enters. Hoptail, a massive dragon with heavy steps and burning breath. The battle is dangerous, and Hoptail can strike hard. But the castle left a clue. That strange note about a croaking sound, and that harmless little sound effect badge. When Mario attacks, the sound becomes frog-like. Hoptail reacts. The dragon grows woozy, less confident, less overwhelming, as if the noise unsettles something deep inside. As Hoptail weakens, the dragon tries something else. I'll give you gifts, coins, anything. Just stop. But Mario refuses. The fight continues, steady, patient, until the dragon finally collapses. And then, something surprising. Koopa emerges, alive and grateful, as if swallowed long ago, and somehow surviving. Hoptail is defeated, and the crystal stars claim. But the story does not rest for long. Far away, Princess Peach is shown, captured by the X-Nauts, held in a quiet room behind a locked door. For a moment she moves through her strange surroundings, finding small comforts, even something as ordinary as a shower, in a place that isn't safe. Then she reaches a computer terminal and gently convinces it to let her send a message. Mario, please, be careful. And somewhere else entirely, Bowser hears the news. Mario's after the crystal stars, and Peach has been kidnapped. That's my job. With a stubborn stomp, Bowser sets off for Rogueport, determined to take Peach back for himself. And so, Chapter 1 comes to a close. A village breathes easier, a castle falls silent, and the road quietly opens toward the next crystal star.